What is going on, everybody, and happy Nintendo Switch 2 launch day. Today, we are going to be unboxing the Nintendo Switch 2 Mario Kart World Bundle, as well as the Nintendo Switch 2 Pro Controller. And honestly, guys, I am really excited to do this, so without any further hesitation, let's unbox these. So we're going to start here with the Nintendo Switch 2 itself, and as you guys can see, I got the Mario Kart World Bundle because you essentially get the game for 50 bucks, so I was like, why not? It's such a good deal. So I believe we have to unbox it here. Oh, it's back here. So yeah, let's go ahead and take this out of the box. Oh, I gotta go cut this real quick. 1 second. Got the scissors. Let's go ahead and take this tape off. There we go. And I believe we just have to pull this out. And this is gonna pull out as well if I can get it. Oh wait, I have to push this up like this. Oh wait, I think I have the box upside down. There we go. That's better. And as we can see right here, we have the Nintendo Switch 2 itself, which looks absolutely massive, along with the new Joy-Con 2 controllers, which, as a person with very large hands, I am very excited to see how these fit in my hand. So we're actually going to take a look at these controllers first. And oh my gosh, I can already tell these are a lot bigger. We're going to get the right one. And then the left one, I like the colors, by the way. Oh, wow. These are a lot nicer than the original Joy-Cons. They're a lot bigger. The sticks feel quite a bit nicer. How do the buttons feel? They feel really good too, honestly. But yeah, overall first impressions of these new controllers, let's try it in this mode here, because I know they're a lot easier to play in one hand or just with the one Joy-Con itself. And yeah, these are a lot bigger. They feel a lot better. They feel higher quality as well. And honestly, I have to say, I'm a fan. As somebody who wasn't the biggest fan of the Switch 1 Joy-Cons, I really like these Switch 2 Joy-Cons to start out. I mean, I like the colors too. You got the blue and like the salmonish. I don't know if that's like an orange. It looks a bit more orangey in person, but it's a bit more like salmon on camera. But I like the colors on it. They're really nice. I'll put these Joy-Cons over here for now. We have the tablet itself, and oh my, this looks huge. Go ahead and get that out. I believe it just slides out like this. Wow, this thing is big. This is a big boy right here. We have a huge Nintendo Switch 2 tablet. And oh my gosh, this literally puts the original Switch 1 and makes it look tiny. And also, I know these are magnetic as well, so we're gonna try attaching these magnetically. Okay, that actually attaches really smoothly. And I know one of the big things a lot of people are afraid about, this little piece breaking off right here. Honestly, I mean, let me just go ahead and test that real quick. It seems pretty sturdy to me. So my guess is that unless you really damage this system, like you would have to drop it pretty high, I think you're gonna be fine. Let's go ahead and attach this other Joy-Con here. And yep, they hold right into place. Oh my gosh, this is nice. This is honestly, this is almost the size of a Wii U gamepad, it seems like. If you're familiar with the Wii U gamepad, it's kind of similar to that. Let's also take a look at this kickstand, which is very different from the last time, which it all comes out from here. Now, my one concern with this is like, could this part snap off? I'm really not sure if that will be able to happen, but seems like it has really good build quality, so I doubt it, but I think we can just stand it up right there and stands perfectly, honestly. Yeah, let's go ahead and put that stand back in. And if we want to detach the Joy-Cons, all we have to do is hold this button here and they pop right off. That honestly works really better than I thought. I mean, they just pop off, they pop back on. I like this a lot better than the old method where you had to slide them on. And right here we have the original Nintendo Switch on the bottom, and we have the Nintendo Switch 2 on top. There is a huge size difference here. If we put one on top of the other, you guys will be able to see that there is a pretty big size difference here. There's a lot of extra room on the Nintendo Switch 2, which, again, like I said earlier, I have really big hands, so this is gonna be a really nice change for me. And here it is compared to the Nintendo Switch OLED, when the OLED's a little bit bigger, but it's not too different in size. But regardless, the Nintendo Switch 2 is a lot bigger, and it's gonna be a lot better if you wanna have a big screen experience on the go. But anyways, enough of the Switch 2 itself. Let's go into this box a bit more, because I know we have some other things here. Oh, we have a Mario Kart World download code, which I am not sharing this code with anybody. I am getting Mario Kart World because this game looks really good. So I'm gonna put this over here. And then in here, oh, this is the HDMI cable, which I think you have to use this cable if you wanna get like the full output. I know there's some HDMI cables that don't really work with the Switch if you wanna get the full 4K. I could be mistaken by that, but I am definitely gonna use this cable, which is nice to have. If we go further down in here, oh, this is the Joy-Con grip. Let's go ahead and test this out actually. So we have our new Switch 2 Joy-Con grip. So I believe all we have to do is just snap one on and snap the other one on. All right, honestly, I was afraid of this part like jamming into your hand a little bit. I really don't feel it. It feels fine to me. Yeah, this feels honestly super nice. It's definitely better than the original Switch 2 or the original Switch Joy-Con grip. I still think the Pro Controller is going to be a little bit better than this, which I'm also excited to try that out, which we'll get to in a little bit. But honestly, I could see myself playing Mario Kart and all the other games with this. This isn't bad at all. And then finally in here, we have our power adapter and the USB-C cable, you know, pretty standard stuff that you use to power the Switch 2. And then we have our dock in here, which I want to see how this dock looks. Oh, this is a lot bigger. Maybe a little bit. I mean, maybe not too much bigger, but it's definitely bigger though. So I guess we'll go ahead and put the Switch 2 in its dock. And honestly, it looks really nice in here. I mean, I kind of like how they have a little bit more of an opening to the screen. I don't know, it just feels like it looks a little bit nicer design-wise, but yeah, I'm really digging this design, guys. I'll give you guys a rear look here. And what ports do we have in the back? Let me see if this pops off. So it looks like we have a USB-C port, an HDMI port, and a built-in Ethernet connector, which is really nice because I love my Ethernet connections. That is great to have. Let me pop this back on. There we go. I think that's on. We are good. But anyways, guys, that is it for the main Nintendo Switch 2 box. Now we're gonna go ahead and unbox this Pro Controller, and I am really excited to see how this compares to the Switch 1 Pro Controller. So let's get into this. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cut this part off. I would use a knife, but I actually lost mine, so I don't know where it is right now, so I'm just using these scissors. There we go. Okay, there's one, and then there is two right there. That should open right up. Come on. These packages are so hard to open. Wait, did I get that? Okay. There we go. All right, and then we can just pull this out right here. And I think this just slides out as well. And yeah, as you can see, we have a USB-C cable to charge the Pro Controller, which I already have one of these, but I guess it's just nice to have an extra one. And then here is the Nintendo Switch 2 Pro Controller itself. Let's see how this feels. I am really excited to see how this compares to the Nintendo Switch Pro Controller. Oh, wow. Oh, okay. This is nice. So just for reference, the Nintendo Switch 1 Pro Controller is on the left, and the Nintendo Switch 2 Pro Controller is on the right. The main difference here is we have the C button for the new voice chat on here, while the original Switch Pro Controller does not have that. And there's more of a clean finish on here compared to the slightly transparent finish on the Switch 1 Pro Controller. Honestly though, both of these are really solid controllers. I would say just based off of first impressions, you don't really need this Pro Controller if you already have this, because this Pro Controller is going to work with all of Nintendo Switch 2 games according to Nintendo, but this still looks really nice though. And especially if you don't have a Nintendo Switch Pro Controller, I would say this would be a good option to pick up. Yeah, it seems like it feels really nice. Feels a bit more like an Xbox controller. I mean, it's more of a mix between an Xbox and a original Switch Pro Controller, but it feels really nice in the hand, and honestly, I'm excited to use it. And now that I've showed you guys all the hardware that comes with the Nintendo Switch 2, as well as the Pro Controller, let's go ahead and set things up. We're gonna go ahead and press the power button here. There should be some power on the system. There we go. We got the Nintendo logo. Let's go. Nintendo Switch 2. All right, we're gonna go ahead and hit English US. I'm in the Americas. I agree to the end user license agreement. I'm gonna go ahead and set up my internet settings real quick. I'm not gonna show you guys my password or anything, so be right back. All right, we have been connected to the internet. We're gonna continue with the setup here. All right, so it seems like there's something about a system update. Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and set my time zone. I am on the East Coast. We're gonna go with New York right here. There we go. Obviously, there's multiple different play styles that you can play your Nintendo Switch 2 in. And we have the stand on the back, which I already demonstrated that. We have the Joy-Cons that come off, obviously. I know I already showed this, but this is just part of the tutorial. There's the other one. There we go. Oh, and it wants us to put it down. Okay. So I guess we'll go ahead and pull the stand out. Okay, so I'm playing with the Joy-Cons now, and we're not going to connect to a TV now. I'm going to have to set that up in my room, so we're going to go with later. Obviously, there's the accessory attachment. I already know how to do all that, so I'm just going to skip that. and it's just downloading a system update right now, so we're gonna let that do its thing, and I'll see you guys when it's finished. Okay, and the system update is complete. I assume that was just the day one patch that gives the Switch 2 all of its features. But let's go ahead and proceed. All right, I am going to do a system transfer. Let me grab my other Switch real quick. So yeah, unfortunately I won't be able to show you guys the actual transfer itself because I don't have an outlet in this room I'm filming in, but I'm gonna go ahead and do the transfer real quick and I will be right back. Okay, so I just went upstairs to do that system transfer, so the download is complete. Let's continue. Okay, so now it looks like I have to put the SD card that I had in my original Switch into my Nintendo Switch 2. Hit done, and let me go grab that SD card real quick. Okay, so here is my little micro SD card. This is not one of the new ones. This is just one of the ones that worked with the original Switch, and I'm just gonna put this in here for now, but obviously whenever I need more storage for Switch 2 games, I will have to get the new SD card. There we go. All right, and to use this micro SD card, you'll need to update the system. Go ahead and hit next. All right, I thought we already did the update, but we'll go ahead and install whatever this update is. And that was actually a very quick update. The micro SD card can now be used. Let's go. Start copying, and we're just gonna let that do its thing. And everything's copied over, so we're good to continue. System transfer complete. Let's go. The theme color from the source is gonna be carried over, so I just have the standard black theme, so that will carry over. And the setup has been complete. Let's hit the home button and check out the home menu. Here's a little animation. Very cool, I like that, I like that. And there it is. There are all my games that were on my Nintendo Switch OLED, now on the Nintendo Switch 2. And as you can see, we have a little bit of a different home menu. Now, this is one of my biggest criticisms of the Switch 2 is that I wish that they changed up the home menu a little bit, or at least gave us some sort of themes that we could add to customize our console. Hope we can get those added in like a future update or something, because that would be really, really nice to have. But as you can see here, we have the rounded corners on the games, a little bit of a different icon selector. It's like more of a color, like a moving color, I guess. I don't know what you really call that, but it does look really nice, so I have to say, I mean, it's definitely not too different from the original Switch, but it's definitely nice though. And that is the unboxing and setup of the Nintendo Switch 2. If you guys enjoyed, please be sure to leave a like on this video, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more Nintendo Switch 2 content. And I will see you guys in the next video.